Hello, plant lovers. Welcome to Plant with Dr. Berry, where I share what I've learned from over 10 years of gardening. I am Dr. Berry, and today we are going to be growing more of this awesome yellow ficus edge plant. You know, the one with those cool yellow and green leaves. I've figured out how to turn one plant into bunch for free, and it's easier than you think. Whether you are new to plant or just want more, I've got you covered with this simple step. Let's go!
Step 1. Make sure your ficus is ready. This plant likes bright light but not direct sun, and it doesn't like too much water. I've been growing this for 10 years and trust me, the plant is key. Look for green leaves with yellow edges that aren't dropping. If it's looking healthy, we can start cutting. Step 2. Grab what you need. It's super basic. You will need a trimming scissors, a glass of water, maybe some rooting powder if you have it, and a small pot with soil that drains well, like regular soil mixed in the right proportion. I have a video on how to mix soil for maximum growth. You can check it out. I've used this setup for years.
Step 3. Cut a pieces to grow. Pick a stem that is 4 to 6 inches long with a couple of leaves. Cut the below a little bump, that is called a node, because that's where root comes from. I use a slant cut. Take off the bottom leaves so it focuses on growing roots, not feeding extra leaves. When assembling the stem, after cutting, make sure all of them are faced to same direction. By doing so, you are making sure you are putting in the soil the right direction stem, so as not to plant the wrong side and expect growth as you've planted the wrong side.
Step 4. Start the root. There are two ways of rooting an edge plant: water rooting and soil rooting. Water rooting is the process of rooting flower in water. That is, cutting is placed inside cup or container filled with water for some weeks before it starts rooting. For this video, I'll be using the soil method because that is what I've been using for over 10 years now, and it has never failed. And moreover, I believe plants are meant to be dipped inside soil for germination, either cuttings or seedling.
Step 5.
Mix your soil in the right proportion. Like I said, there's a video guide on how I mix my soil for fast growth. Then, keep the soil damp but not too wet.
Step 6. Keep it happy while it roots. Put it where there is bright light, but no direct sun. I burned some cuttings that way early on. If it's in soil, spray it with water to keep it a little moist. Don't overwater. I've learned that lessons. It takes 3 to 6 weeks for roots to grow. During this time, some of the leaves on the cotton planted will fall. Don't be afraid, as this is the propagation period. What you have to do is to place the cotton planted under shade that is not direct to sunlight. Water day and night and spray some non-chemical fertilizer to the plant. There's a guide on how to make the non-chemical fertilizer by yourself without spending a dime. Avoid my old mistakes. If the leaves turn yellow, it's getting too much sun or water. Move it or dry it out. No roots after a month. You might have cut in the wrong spot or planted the wrong side. Try again below a node. That is it. How to propagate your yellow ficus edge plant with easy step from my 10 years of gardening. It's cheap, simple, and soon you have more flowers to plant at the edge. Try it. Cut a pieces, root it, and tell me how it goes in the comments. I would love to hear. If you like this, hit the subscribe button. I've got more easy tips coming. Keep growing. See you next time. Happy gardening.